on YouTube. All right, well, let me start that over for y'all. My fault. All right. What's good, YouTube people? So, for those of you guys who don't know, if you're on YouTube right now, I am also live on TikTok. So, say hi to everybody who's on TikTok right now. And TikTok folks, say hi to the people on YouTube as well. But, yeah. I fixed it, guys. I fixed it. I'm pretty sure I fixed it. What's good, Raiden and Lucky? Welcome in, my guys. Alrighty. So, those of you guys who don't know, I started my first class my first class as far as wrestling school goes. I know TikTok, I know I already said that to you guys. I'm saying it for YouTube as well because I was muted over there. But I've wanted to do like the pro wrestling thing for a very long time. It's just more or less me feeling I didn't have time, me getting pressure on different sides to do different things and whatnot. And my love for pro wrestling died down for a little bit. But then, hold on, let me wait. I have more comments. Oh, there we go. But yeah, but then wrestling school opened up not too far from where I live at, and initially they did like their first like workshop and whatnot back in October, but I didn't have the funds that I couldn't get off of my Saturday morning shifts in order to go to the classes, so wasn't able to do it initially. But I did check out the school. It seemed legit. I mean, the two guys who are trainers, I mean, they've been in the wrestling business for years upon years, and they know exactly what they're doing, and they do a good job of it. One of my coworkers, the dude who works security at my job, is a pro wrestler himself, and he's like local, and he's very passionate about the business. He's been putting me on game as far as a lot of different things go, as far as pro wrestling goes and whatnot. You know, teaching me different things before I even started the workshop. And so, since the school opened like so close to me, like I don't have a car currently, so it's not like I can drive all the way to like any of the other wrestling schools. You know, since the school opened like right down the street from me, pretty much, I'm like, you know what, I might as well give it a shot, you know. And at very least, I can say that I tried to do it, even if I'm not great at it, even if I don't make it all the way through. I mean, my mentality is I'm going to make it all the way through. Don't matter. But if something happens, like at least I gave it a shot. And even having just done the workshop that I did on Saturday, that's a bigger step than a lot of other people will take as far as pro wrestling. A lot of people want to run their mouths about this, that, and the third when it comes to wrestling. But it's like, you know, the thing that all the wrestlers especially say on TikTok and like even like in person on YouTube, whatever, a lot of these people don't have what it takes as far as like, you know, they're never going to step in the ring. They're just basically going to talk all this crap about wrestlers, this, that, and the third, talking about how this wrestler sucks. And I'm not saying that me getting in the ring for the first time gives me any right to say anything like that or anything like that, you know. But at the same time, I think I probably have more merit than a lot of the people who are like just typing on their keyboards, talking all this shit about wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, the wrestling school that I am going to had their workshop for the new session yesterday, and I went there. I was amongst about like 15 or 20 other people. Probably was not like there are definitely people who were older than me in that class as well. There's definitely like literally funny thing is one of my old managers from my old job was also there as well. So I don't know for sure if he's going to be doing the training or if he just wanted to try it out or something like that. But it was interesting seeing him there. I did not expect to see him there and like actually take bumps and whatnot, but he was there. And he was like he's like one of the few other people that I've worked with that have had an interest in wrestling. So it's like it's pretty awesome. You know, I'm happy for him that he wants to like try something out like that, but you know. But yeah, I mean, first thing we did was like, you know, warm up. We did some push-ups, we did some high knees, we did, you know, some stretching of the neck and whatnot, like, you know. Because obviously, like, you know, you're taking bumps on your back and shit. So it's like you got to make sure your neck is strong so you can like take the impact and whatnot. Obviously, you got to have a strong back too, but we worked on some different things. We worked on rolls. My rolls were pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. My rolls were not very good. Obviously, first day, they're not going to be good anyways. it is what it is. Um, it's something that I'm gonna work on improving. And it's like, you know, I have like a spare mattress in my room. You know, I can take that to the basement or even keep it in my room. Just practice rolling on that, so it's not as hard an impact as like doing it on like the mat and whatnot. But my rolls weren't very good. Um, you know, I guess I like, you know, mid roll I kind of thought too much about it, and on my second attempt of like the initial front roll, I landed on my shoulder a little hard, and my left shoulder gives me a lot of issues from time to time. So yeah, it was all bad. It was all freaking bad. But it is what it is, you know. It'll heal up like it usually does. I've just been icing it up, taking ibuprofen and whatnot. But you know, then after that, we worked on bumping as well. We did kind of like we did everything pretty slow. It's not like we did everything at fast pace like right away, because obviously like you don't want to do that. In your WWE, you like the Undertaker. True, the Undertaker's pretty dope. Definitely one of the greatest of all time. But my initial bumps could have been better, but you know, obviously, again, it's my first time actually like taking legitimate wrestling bumps, so it's like from time to time, it's gonna like, you know, it'll take time for me to get where I need to be, but it's like literally that's the whole point of going through wrestling school. They're not expecting you to be goated from day one. Like they're not expecting you to take Dolph Ziggler type bumps right away. Like, you know, you gotta work your way into that, you know what I'm saying? So bumping wasn't great. Now locking, but it's like, you know, I think my front bump was pretty decent. It could have been a little bit better, but you know, again, it is a process. It is not something that's gonna happen like right away. It's just something I gotta keep working on. Just like anything else, you know. But then we like worked on like locking up and whatnot, and I felt like my lockups were pretty good, you know. I think as far as like anything I did, the best thing I did was like locking up, because my boy who's a wrestler like showed me how to do like a proper lockup. Like, you know, some people just like, you know, you put your hands on each other's shoulders. That's not really how you lock up. You know, one hand has to go like your left hand has to go behind the other person's neck. Your right hand goes on the on the crease of their elbow, because their left arm's going to be on behind your back like that. So you got to get their hand on like the crease of the elbow right here. So just putting you guys on a little bit of game that I learned in wrestling school. There's a lot more that goes into it, but outside of that, you know. But I learned a few things about myself, and so I think that's the type of thing that I'm gonna go through as far as wrestling school goes. I'm gonna learn a lot about myself, both like from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint. Like, you know, obviously I've accepted the fact I'm gonna fuck up. You know, I'm gonna mess up a whole lot during this process. That's with anything new that you learn in life. I'm gonna mess up a lot of different things, but you know, it's like there's a lot of people that live with this first time every time mentality, and it's like I'm just not that guy. I'm not like, I don't get a lot of things that I do right the first time. Like, you know, I'm still trying to figure streaming out, like streaming and content creation out, bro. I generally fail most things I do the first time, but it's like the thing is, I'm gonna come back harder every single time like I mess up. I'm gonna keep coming back, and I'm gonna keep coming harder. Pause. I'm gonna keep going harder and harder every time I come back. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you got to do. You can't just let yourself fall flat on your face and, you know, just stay there. You got to get back up. You got to accept the fact that you messed something up and just learn from it. You know, I messed up a roll, hurt my shoulder, like leading up to my neck, like right here, like I hurt my shoulder. It is what it is, man. I just gotta ice the shit up, and I gotta practice rolling at home, so when I get back in there next Saturday, I'm doing it right, and I don't hurt myself. I don't hurt other people, you know. But as far as that goes, like they're very supportive. They're all about being like, basically their mentality is that anybody who wants to wrestle can wrestle type shit. They don't think that, like, you know, there's any type of body size or, you know, anything like that. Like, there's no discrimination, like, for anybody. Like, there's no discrimination towards anybody. Like, anybody can, like, wrestle, pretty much. That is, like, their mentality. They're all about, like, you know, supporting one another. Like, it's not a toxic environment at all. Like, everybody there seemed really dope. I mean, I have bad social anxiety, so it's not like I didn't have a lot of conversations with everybody, but it's like, you know, I talked to I talked to the teachers, and that's about, like, you know, chatted them up a little bit, and yeah, I mean, as I get more and more comfortable, like, you know, I feel like it's gonna go a lot better moving forward. But I'm proud of myself for getting in the ring for the first time, bro, because there are a lot of people in this world who will never actually try to be, like, there are a lot of people who either are too scared or they don't have what it takes to, who meant, like, from a mental standpoint, to even try what I tried yesterday. So even if, like, for some reason I'm not able to go back to the classes, I fully plan on going back regardless. I'm not in a place mentally where I want to quit. Like, if anything, I wish it was more than one day a week, honestly. But I'm not in a position where I have any type of thoughts about quitting this. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep this motherfucker rolling, as I always say, man. But, you know, even if it stopped right there, the fact that I even got in the ring, like, I even, like, gave it a shot. Me from, like, 5 or 10 years ago would be proud of me right now. Like, me, like, present day me. Younger me would probably be so proud that I did this. So we're just gonna keep it going. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions as far as that goes, feel free to leave them in chat. Whether you're on TikTok or on YouTube, I am open to any and all questions as far as wrestling goes, or as far as the school goes. But let me read some chats real quick. We'll do TikTok first. Shine bright like a diamond. Dorella, I appreciate you. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Uncle Howdy, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Hell yeah, facts. Hit the gym as well, builds confidence. Big factual things. People sleep on how important, like, I know, like, going to the gym is, like, hard for some people, but it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, anything that's worth it in life is gonna be hard. But it's like, you know, it's not even like you gotta do, like, a 2-hour workout like I do. Like, just hit the gym for a little bit. Even if it's just for, like, an hour, that's better than nothing. So, yeah. Let's go to YouTube real quick. So let's see. Kaz done went to the wrestling school. You already know, Lucky. You do not work out, bro. Good one, Nico. Probably bench more than you, but okay. Anyways, the stuff is hard from what I can tell. Oh, yeah. It's not an easy thing to do. That's why it takes so long to train and whatnot. Like, that's why it takes, like, more, like, you know, it's not just, oh, you just learn it all in, like, 7 days and whatnot. Like, it's like a process to get through, like, wrestling school and whatnot. Oh shit. Listen up, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna body slam you so hard you'll crap your undies. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I gotta wear a diaper if I'm gonna wrestle you, fam. Damn, I gotta wear one of them adult diapers, bro. That's crazy. All seriousness, good luck, bro. I appreciate you, Gothic. Definitely appreciate you. You got this, Kaz. I appreciate you, Lucky. Hi, what's up, Mateo? Welcome in, my dude. Wrestled AAU for years. Most important thing for this type of physical activity is stretching for at least half an hour each day to prevent injury, especially at my age. Yeah, bro. I mean, 30? Absolutely. See, you know what the fucked up thing is? A lot of people my age and even, like, around my weight, because I'm a fat motherfucker, as your boy Nico on TikTok just pointed out pretty much. Thank you so much, Nico, for stating the obvious. But, yeah, like, people always complain about aches and pains. Even I complain about aches and pains. But I've started stretching like over the like past few days, so it's like people don't understand like some of the problems that we have with our bodies. You know, they just come with age, but at the same time, if you just start stretching, you probably feel a lot less of those pains. So I think we all just got to start stretching, especially if you're like my age or older, even if you're younger than me. Like, just start stretching, bro. Even if it's just like, 30 minutes of like quick stretching and whatnot, stretching out, getting your shoulders right, getting your legs right, getting your back right, doing like a little this. That's something, man. That's something. But yeah, so stretching is important. Absolutely important, especially with wrestling. Wrestling is such a tough sport, but I love it. I've only been through 1 day so far, and I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to go back next Saturday. We gonna keep this rolling. We gonna keep this mofo rolling. But yeah, I mean, if anybody who has wrestled has like any advice or anything, I feel free to leave it in chat as well. Or if you guys have any questions about anything, like I said, feel free to leave that down there as well. Oh shoot, we live. Ganeo, man, what's good, fam? Long time no see. How you been? But yeah. What's up, and a happy new year to the Craig community. Well, thank you so much, Ganeo, man. Happy new year to you as well, man. How have you been? How's my first day? It was pretty good. I mean, we worked on bumping, we worked on locking up, we worked on a few other things, and I feel like it all went pretty well. My rolls could definitely be a lot better. Like, I could definitely do a better job of rolling, especially because I fucked up my shoulder on one of them. But I just got to keep building confidence. I just got to keep going back, and I'm going to be all right. See you, brother. Thank you for having me. Anytime, bro. But, obviously, like, anybody who has gone through wrestling training and whatnot and is a wrestler now, like, y'all know, like, first day is not going to be easy on them. That's literally what most of, like, the people I know who are currently wrestlers or have been through wrestling school told me, like, the first day, not going to get everything right. And that's what I kind of accepted as far as that goes. And just decided to keep, and it's like, I just got to keep on going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll get better, my friend. I appreciate you, Ivan. Is it Ivan or Ivan? Yeah. However you want me to pronounce it, I will pronounce it correctly for you. Similar development in general growth as yourself. Learning code and started a new position. Hey, well, congratulations on learning code, Ganeo, man. I was dabbling in code for a little bit, but, I decided, like, I'd rather go for my A+, but it's like, I want to get wrestling training out of the way first before I go for my A+, for CompTIA, and get into the IT field. So I'll probably be at my current job for, like, another year and just, get through it, and then figure things out from there. You'll get better. We are all like that at some point. I appreciate you so much for the confidence boost as well. Because, yeah, I mean, I was excited, like I said, but I was also a little bit nervous as well, obviously, because this is something brand new. But now that I got in the ring and I did my first few bumps, it's like, now I just got to figure out how to improve, figure out how to get better, and just continue to, like, grind as much as I can as far as, like, working out and whatnot. Like, really take working out seriously. Because I'm just very sporadic as far as, like, working out goes. Second time, so Yvonne, I got you. I got you. But yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm excited to go back. I'm so fucking excited to go back on Saturday. And it's like, one of the things that I was like kind of beating myself up for a while about was not going through with it when I was younger. Hey, my man Deez is in the building. What's up, Deez? Long time no see, my man. I hope you were doing well, fam. It's been a minute, my boy. But no, what was I gonna say? No, but it's like I was beating myself up for a while about not doing it when I was younger. But it's like seeing so many people who were like around my age or older than me getting into it makes me feel a lot better about it. It makes me feel like, okay, well, these people aren't beating themselves up about not doing it when they were younger. So it's like I ain't got no business doing that to myself. I gotta just, ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't go back in the past and go. I can't go back to when I was 18 and go to wrestling school and all of a sudden I got like, I still have time to do it now at 30. So it's like I might as well do it and stop making it the excuse that I'm not young anymore. Fuck it. Like, got to take my lumps and just keep that motherfucker rolling. That's all I can do. If you need info or leads in the IT field, you can reach out. There are people I have much love and respect for that have been in support and getting further. I'm not self-certified, but you're now expanding. Hell yeah. I'll definitely hit you up, Ganeo, for sure. I just got to get my certs and I'm good. I have like the bucks for it too. So it's all about me actually taking the time out to study a little bit at a time. And then I'll be able to get into IT as well. I'm glad you're doing wrestling. I'm glad I'm doing it as well, man. Because I swear, like, for years, it was always something I thought about doing, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I got too much going on. But now I can't. I'm like, now it's like that I'm taking more accountability as far as my life goes. Now it's not. I'm not gonna make no excuses. I don't give a fuck if I'm 30 now. It's time. The best time to do this shit is now. Speaking of wrestlers, Willie Finesse is in the building. What's up, Willie? Thank you so much for the likes, my dude. I appreciate you, and I definitely appreciate the words of encouragement that you gave me in the past as far as this goes as well. Thank you so much, Willie. Hope you're doing well, brother. Do you have tournaments? I do have like some local indies tournaments, not that I know of. Like, I do have like some like local indie companies around me though, but I got to get through training first before I even think about that. You know what I'm saying? You miss flying in the air. See, that's something else I have to get over as far as wrestling goes. Like, I can't be a pussy about like getting on the top turnbuckle, even though I do have a bit of a fear of heights. I gotta conquer that fear. Like, it's a must when it comes to wrestling. You definitely got this, fam. I appreciate you, Willie. Thank you so much. For those guys who are on TikTok, I'm also live on YouTube right now, so I'm talking to both YouTube and TikTok. Because I mean, if I'm gonna go live on both platforms, I'm going to pay attention to both platforms. So you already know. Any friendlies that can help in the basics? Are you talking about as far as wrestling or IT? Because I mean, I have people in both fields, but I want to focus on wrestling obviously first, and then we can figure the IT shit out later on. I mean, like, that's like one of my big problems is like I try to put too much on myself at once, where it's like I'm trying to do everything at once. It's like I can achieve all my goals throughout my life, but I gotta like, plan shit out, like, focus on a few things at a time, and then worry about other stuff later on. So, I'm still gonna take care of like my YouTube and my TikTok and whatnot, and then I will worry about IT later on after I'm done, like, training for wrestling and I'm actually like, an actual worker, you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited for all this, man. Like, there were points in my life where I never thought I would like actually get in, like, go through with like getting into a wrestling school, but here I am, man. Like I said, man, like younger me would be so proud of me right now. Dan the Mayor's in the building too. What's good, fam? Thank you so much for the likes, bro. Thank you so much. I'm excited for you. Thank you so much, Willie. Like, you have no idea how much I appreciate you, man. Like, honestly, y'all, like, I got so many people like in my corner, and that makes me feel good as well. You know, because there have been times in the past where I worry about, oh well, this person's not supporting me. Like, you know, people in my personal life. You can't worry about who ain't supporting you, bro. Pay attention to the people who are openly and actively supporting you, and you're gonna be on the right path. Heights are not my forte, but the curiosity kills the fear. I flow with it. Hey. Definitely can multitask. I see it now, giving love to both screens. Hey, I mean, it takes a lot. Like, it's not the easiest thing to do in the world, for sure. But, you know, I got my, like, as long as I got both screens on my desk, I can figure out how to, like, just look back and forth real quick. If I miss something, I can just scroll up real quick on my phone or on OBS, and I'll be alright. Yeah. I've just had a bad fear of heights like for a while, but it's like I feel like through wrestling I'll be able to get over it. Like through like going through school and whatnot, I'll be able to get over my fear of heights. Because, you know, I definitely want to like do some type of spot off like a top rope. Obviously I'm not there yet. Obviously I'll learn that stuff moving forward. Like, you know, I gotta get through I gotta get the basics down pat first, and then we'll figure out everything else afterwards. I'm just excited. I'm just fucking excited over this shit, man. You know. But not like I think my favorite part of class was like doing the bumps. Even though my bumps weren't great. I mean, obviously your first day they're not going to be great, but it's like even though they weren't the best, like it still was fun doing it. Work on that trick. Lucky, leave my man's Top Dollar alone. That's crazy. Nah, that's the crazy shit. People were dragging him over that, like on some real shit. Obviously, Lucky's just walking around, but it's like people were like really on TikTok trying to drag him right after that shit happened. I'm like, bro, even when he was heavier, he was knocking that out the park. People act like you mess one move up, all of a sudden, oh my god, like, you know, everybody wanted to make a big deal out of it. Then all the discourse about, oh, Top Dollar and Hit Row aren't good. I'm like, okay. So now all of a sudden he's not good because he messes up one move. Okay, like, good one. Top Dollar is legit. Top Dollar gave me advice as well, so it's like I am never going to disrespect Top Dollar, bro. And I still find Negro entertaining, honestly. I know everybody's like, oh my god, Swerve's not there anymore. I don't give a fuck. They're still entertaining. It's too early, I'm sure, but where is your head at for your character style as a wrestler? As far as style, I kind of want to do something similar to... I feel like... I don't want to say Big Show or like Mark Henry, but it's like I kind of want to be more of like a powerhouse / technical wrestler than like doing like high flying moves or something or anything like that. As far as character wise, I have a few different ideas as far as character goes. One gimmick I'm thinking of doing is going by the nickname the Beltway Bull. I live in the DMV, and obviously it's the Capital Beltway. So basically the whole gimmick is like, you know, I kind of do like the shit that like a bull does, you know, where I'm just like dragging my feet across, like, you know, into the dirt and whatnot. And like, you know, my finisher would be like either a pounce or a spear type thing. And, you know, I just, you know, from there, that's definitely like a powerhouse type character where I'm just going to be wearing down whoever I'm wrestling. But I have a lot of different ideas, you know, and as I get further into training, I think that's when I'll really focus in on like one thing. But that's like my main idea. Now, is my ring name going to be Kaz Cray? I have no idea, but we'll see. Just don't call yourself a Titan, you'll job out to everyone. Oh my god. I'm so hip. And I feel like the word Titan is like overused in wrestling, even though I am actually a Titans fan. Which probably is going to never... And what makes it even worse is I literally have the logo tatted on my right shoulder, so I can pretty much never sign to AEW. As long as the Khans own the Jaguars, they're never gonna sign me. Although that would, or if I sign to AEW, I'm pretty much going to be locked in as a heel the entire time I'm there. Which they ever go back to the the center, like right next to the Jags Stadium. Woo, the heel heat I'm gonna get for that, bro. Like, that is just vintage heel heat right now, because I will just drag the Jaguars the entire time I'm in there. Like, just cut a promo. I'm like, oh, so we in Jacksonville, the second home of the Titans or something like that, and just piss them all off. Although that probably doesn't age well this year because the Jags like swept the Titans and they got. Look, I hate to admit it, that was a great comeback yesterday for the Jags. I still hate them, but you got to give the devil their due sometimes. And yesterday the Jags were down 27-0 against the Chargers. Came back and won 31-30. You got to give them credit no matter how much you dislike them. I still hope they get blown back in the second round, though, whether they play Kansas City or Buffalo. But we'll see what happens as far as the Jags go. Just kidding about it. At least it was a good way to lead. It was a good way to lead into the heel turn, honestly. I feel like the heel turn is what Hit Row needed to really get them back on the right track. Although it would have been cool to see Top Dollar beat Ricochet, you know. Would have been cool, but, you know. It was still cool to see him turn on Ricochet like that, though. But, you know, I hope Hit Row does well, honestly. I'm rooting heavily for Hit Row. Just the fact that Top Dollar even took the time out, like when I tagged him, like asking like all the wrestlers of TikTok what I can do to prepare myself for wrestling school. You know, he took the time out of his day. Him, Willie Finesse did. Alex Kane did. A few other wrestlers did. Like, I appreciate each and every one of y'all who went out of your way, because I mean, y'all could have spent your time doing, even if it was just a few seconds, y'all could have spent any other time, like you could have spent so much time doing something else or whatever. But you know, I tagged a bunch of them and they reached out and they gave me their advice, and I appreciate it. I take all of their advice very seriously, because you know these are people who have done it for years. So if you're not open minded to listening to people who have been in the ring for years, bro, like, your ceiling is going to be very limited. Let you join what, Lance? What you want to join, Lance? All right. I'm probably gonna stay live on TikTok for a few more minutes. For those of you guys who are on TikTok still, if y'all want to hop onto YouTube, I'm actually gonna stream some Madden 05 in a little bit. So if y'all want to come through, watch me continue my Bears franchise, y'all sure can. Definitely would appreciate all y'all. But I mean, either way, I appreciate all you guys who came through to the live and, you know, listen to me talk about my first day of wrestling and whatnot. Let you join. Well, Lance, I mean, if you want to join, then, you know, find a wrestling school near you, bro. Or just like move to where I live at and go to the wrestling school I'm at. I mean, I'm sure you'd do fine at it if you really wanted to do it. Giants looking like they're going to get this victory over Minnesota, too. I mean, it's Kirk Cousins in the playoffs for you, I guess. I don't know. All right, TikTokers, I am going to hop off the live now. If y'all want to come over to my YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/CazCraigGaming. We're going to play some Madden 05, so if you guys want to check your boy out, slide on through. And if not, you know, it's cool as well. I hope you guys all have a great night. And I'll see y'all soon. Deuces. How do I close this? That's embarrassing. Alright, y'all have a good night, though. Take it easy. All right, so yeah, that was a fun live. I mean, bro, it'd been a minute since I've been live on YouTube for real. Shout out to my guy Willie Finesse. Shout out to Dan the Mayor for coming through. D's, all those guys coming through and showing your boy love, man. I definitely will probably do more lives on TikTok moving forward. Thanks for sharing and congratulations on the next step of your life, Path B. Hey, you already know. I don't got time for that. Hey, bro, you got to make time for it. You just got to make time for it, my boy. My boy, my boy, my boy. All right, guys. Well, I'm actually going to get off for about 20 minutes, but we will be back shortly with some Madden 05. So, just going to take a break, get some water, get myself together, and we're going to play